So I'm going to talk about the benefits of using acceptance and commitment therapy in integrating spirituality in counseling practice. I found a lot of similarity in acceptance and commitment therapy components with integrating spirituality. So ACT, in short, the short form of acceptance and commitment therapy, complies with using spirituality in practice. ACT has 6 principles, and each of them have a lot of common grounds with integrating spirituality into practice. So if we want to name of these principles, we can say the main one is acceptance. And acceptance is not just passive acceptance. Acceptance means accepting our thoughts and feelings as they are, without judging ourselves, without blaming or beating ourselves. We accept them as they come and go away when they are ready. And the other component is diffusing ourselves from negative thoughts. And the other one is focusing on the present moment, removing ourselves from negative thoughts about future or about past. And another component is self as context, not self as content, because when we have difficult moments, we enmeshed with difficulties and we cannot see ourselves independent from the problem. ACT has also values components. It is not what we do, it is how we do, how we treat ourselves, how we treat others. What are our values? What is important for us? What matters for us? And of course, another important component is commitment. So while reaching our goals, we act on it. We commit ourselves with the strategies to solve the problem or to walk towards our goals. The aim of ACT is to understand and acknowledge the thoughts and feelings without judging them. Like I said before, without labeling them, without commenting on them. So if you think that suffering is the result of negative thoughts and negative feelings, in this sense, ACT is a kind of spiritual intervention. ACT sees suffering as experience with acceptance and openness instead of being preoccupied by the problems and using experiential avoidance. So self as context can be applied to spiritually integrated psychotherapy as being self is not the experiencing self, it is the observing self. So there is a self inside ourselves that observing, that making distinguish between the negative thoughts and ourselves. This self is observing, is noticing self, not experiencing self. So it is self as context. And ACT helps individuals process the private experiences of thought and sensations and emotions with openness and acceptance in order to alleviate, in order to relieve the suffering. ACT is a value-based model, and ACT encourages individuals to be open interconnectedness of conscious, like many religious traditions teach. Um, so, self as context reflects transcendent as it lies beyond conscious. ACT helps people work towards goals with commitment and through chosen values. In three Semitic religions, there are universal values and ask their adherents to work towards the ultimate goal with commitment and determination by using their values.